Donald Trump did his work to honor not veterans, but soon to be, moments after he spoke, new second lieutenants in the United States Army, as he did his job. Last week, he went to Tuscaloosa and did a commencement speech at the University of Alabama. Yesterday or Saturday, he spoke at West Point to the cadets, and he, of course, gave them praise while claiming the strength of U.S. military is all about him, essentially fixing it in the 5 months he's been back in office. So this actually happened, and it happened this way, as written by the robot editor. These are the things that actually happened. You can argue about your fog of war and memory and the thought process, but the commencement speech happened. The address happened at the U.S. Military Academy at West Point this past Saturday. 1,002 graduating cadets on the day, referring to them as the greatest and most powerful army in the world's ever known. They're leaders coming into this grand new army. Trump attributed this strength to his administration's efforts, stating, "I rebuilt that army and I rebuilt the military during his first term." The president actually emphasized shift in military focus, advocating for the America First approach, criticizing previous administrations and the one in between his for engaging in nation-building crusades and involving military and social and political agendas. Trump highlighted actions taken to eliminate diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, including banning critical race theory and policies related to transgender individuals in the military. Trump's speech also included personal anecdotes and political commentary. He recounted a story about a real estate developer, William Levitt, cautioning against trophy wives, a remark that drew criticism given his own marital history. And the president also addressed his past legal investigations and the election victory over Kamala Harris, asserting a voter mandate for him to do whatever he wanted to do. So there's that. The address was met with mixed reactions. Some attendees appreciated the president's emphasis on military strength and tradition. Others thought it was a bit over the political size for the speech, for the venue, for the people there. Outside the ceremony, a small group of demonstrators protested budget cuts and what they described as fascism. Trump concluded by recognizing individual cadets for their achievements and reaffirming this commitment to restoring respect for the armed forces. He announced plans for a large parade in Washington, D.C., of course, on the Army's 250th anniversary, which also happens to be his birthday on the same date. We're going to end this one here because there's so many things we can say about this. I had a chance to listen to some of this on the radio driving into another meeting, so it was an interesting sort of deal. If you want to talk deeper on this one, email me, conversationinbox@gmail.com, theconversationinbox@gmail.com, or comment in the comments. We'll go back and forth there. But this was a speech unlike any other, one of those things that he says often, never happened before in the history and hopefully never happen again in the way it went over, because it was a little something.